Guys, alright, so from my previous video also there were some leftovers. These are the glaze papers which I have been saving it for I think quite a while, and this is the third time I'm going to use this in a project, and this is going to be an ATC, that is artist trading card. And I've already discussed before what are these and what is the concept all about. So now I'm planning to use all of it in this background where you saw me apply glue everywhere. Now the base is an envelope, okay? It was a thick envelope and I cut it down to the required size, that is 2.5 by 3.5 inch, and that's always the standard size. I evened everything using a bone folder, and now I thought of using stamp punch because it's so much in trend these days. Everywhere, people are using this stamp punch. So I thought I'll use it in this particular ATC as well. So before that, I covered the extra, plain part using a washi tape, green color washi tape, and I want this to be like a natural theme. Okay, so I have got this pamphlet from Gir Forest where I had been last year, and I took out a piece of green color from that tree area. Okay, using my scissors I cut out a piece and punched using the stamp punch so that it looks like a stamp, and that's my aim, to create a stamp out of different materials. Okay, so now for the main focal point on the stamp, I thought of using a bird, and Indian Pitta was the perfect size that could fit on the stamp. So I cut that out as well. And funny enough, Indian Pitta also happens to be the state bird of Telangana. Yeah, here nearby there's also a cycling area. There's an entire ground, and the name of that area, that cycling place, it's called Palapita Cycling Park. That's how it is, and I'm really sorry if I've sounded wrong or if I've pronounced it wrong because it's a local language. But Indian Pitta, it's also called as known by this name. Okay, so it's time to distress everything. Vintage photo is my go-to over here, and yes, I have used the background as purple so that it's visible on the camera what I'm doing. I've got this beautiful stamp set from Craft Angles, okay? And this is the perfect stamp set for any kind of postcard or stamp looking stamps. Both of them are called as stamps. So yes, I've gone ahead, used the circular thing and used this Versafine Onyx black ink and stamped it like so. It looks quite organic, the ones which we get in the market, those stamps, it looks exactly like that, the marked stamps. And I always clean my stamps before I put them back. Now for the background, I also wanted to add some more writing fonts. Okay, so extremely light-handed. I used the same ink pad, but this time it was extremely light, like this. And till it dries, I again washed everything and I kept it back. Yeah, so this is how it looks like till now. Alright, before I forget, guys, wishing all of you a very happy World Art Day. Yes, it's today. And it's such a wonderful thing to celebrate, art. Because you can create almost anything out of any items, if your mind just opens up to new things. Although I like collecting supplies, to be very honest, but this time you see I do have an envelope die, okay, a smaller one, but I was too lazy to find out. I don't know where I have kept it, so I took an old packaging, drew with a pencil and then cut it out. I'm distressing the edges, and then I'm going to add a fine line like this. This is the 05 fine liner. So sometimes I'm in a great mood to take out dies and do the die cutting, and sometimes I'm not. So depends on the creativity intensity on that particular day. And today is not that day to find out supplies. I just wanted to quickly create an ATC. And same goes with cardstocks. I used an old packaging and look how beautiful it looks. And these elements, they have to be distressed because only then they pop out. You can use other colors as well. It doesn't have to be vintage. You can use your own favorite colors and make it colorful. Since the background is colorful, I thought the elements can be neutral. That was my whole thing going on in my mind. Okay, and now I thought of raising these elements a little bit so that they don't, you know, because the moment it's raised, it enhances the project. So here again, I'm using an old packaging, creating a border around, and since I'm doing it very carefully, it's off the camera. Here. Okay. Now here I'm playing how I want to place everything so that the sentiment also fits in. And this was the perfect way for me to add in the elements. And for the stickers, I'm going to add this one. It says, and voices soft and sweet. So I'm using double-sided tape. This is a foam tape. And for this also, I am layering first and then cutting it out. Now, these are from Tim Holtz, these stickers, but they are so old that the stickiness has started to loosen up. So just to make sure, I've added adhesive at the back. And that's almost done. I've added foam tape once again at the back. And to complete the look, I've added glossy accents on the heart and it looks really, really pretty. So this is the final distressing before I add glossy accents to set it to dry. Perfect. Okay, now since this was the night time, I thought of adding some more lights so that I can take a really good picture and look how beautiful it looks. All the colors I could think of, yet adding that vintage effect. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Sakhi Paper Studio, and yes, see you all day after tomorrow, that is on Friday. Till then, take care everyone. Bye.